everyone. Welcome to The Sims 4 City Living Twitch. My name is Stephanie. I'm a producer here at The Sims 4, also known as Sim Guru Steph. Today we will be covering apartments. Before we get started, I want to introduce you guys to one of the newest members of our team, JM.
Hi guys, I'm JM, also Sim Guru JM on Twitter. I just joined the team as a producer on City Living, and I am so proud that this is the first project I got to work on. It's been great. The team's done awesome work, and we're super excited to show you guys what we've created.
So let's dive into the game. So our main character, Kelly, has moved into the spice market. Her and her roommates have moved into Culpeper House, and to kind of explain a little bit about Spice Market. Spice Market is family friendly, it's affordable, as well as home to the Spice Festival.
Yeah, also what I really love about it is we have these gorgeous brownstones. It has this almost historical, older city feel. We also have beautiful docks here and a view of the bridge, some boats there. It's just a really cool place, and again, it is our most affordable kind of starter neighborhood.
Yeah. So let's take a look at Culpeper House. Culpeper House is a 4-unit apartment,
And I want to take a minute here to point out how awesome some of our new outfits are. Our art team has done a really great job of not only creating really trendy stuff, but also trying to tie in a lot more diversity and culture into a lot of the Sims outfits, because cities are giant melting pots. And so I, in particular, love Max's full body length. We have a lot of sort of Asian-inspired long flowy outfits for the guys. I also really love Ari here on the right. He's got 2 of our new sleeve tattoos on his arms, and then he's also got this awesome hipster man bun with a braid there.
And gray blue hair. I also like kind of Brooklyn's braided bun, the female bun, of course. There's a lot of kind of high-waisted pants in our pack. I really love kind of the variances that we have. It's very vibrant. The florals are really pretty, so definitely a lot of cool clothing there.
Yeah.
So before we kind of get started real quick, kind of want to talk to you guys a little bit about apartments. So like I said, this is a 4-unit apartment. They're kind of different kind of types of apartments. We really focused on neighbors and kind of the good and bad experiences living right next door to someone. The other thing we kind of made sure we wanted to be on point is kind of progression. So starting out into a starter apartment and kind of moving into a better looking apartment, or even aspiring to own a penthouse.
Yeah. And what's the area that they're standing in right now?
So they're standing in the common areas. So common areas are available in all the apartments. They have an elevator, a mailbox, a trash chute, as well as the bulletin board.
Yeah, and you'll see your neighbors moving in and out through this space. The cool thing about the neighbors is they could be randomly generated at the start of the game, but you can also switch them out with whoever you want. So you could put 4 different households in this building that you created, and you would see them all using this space together.
And kind of the behavior that you get from the neighbors is really based on their traits and how they are. Say, for instance, I have an active sim next door. She may come over and be like, hey, want to work out? And kind of have a workout buddy for you.
Right. Or if you're cooking something particularly good, maybe they'll smell it and come over and say, hey, could I try that? So we really wanted to build, again, that kind of feeling that you're all living together in a tight space that you get in a city.
So let's kind of dive into the game.
Oh, and it looks like our neighbors next door are having some sort of party.
So what do you think we should do about it? Should we...
Well, if we just moved in, we should probably set some sort of precedent.
Let's see. Should we knock politely, or
let's
should we
pound on the door.
All right, let's
create
do
some
it.
drama.
So I'm going to send Max over and see what happens. Some of the other things that you can do is, if you don't want to knock on the door and you want to be kind of passive-aggressive, you can leave a couple notes on the bulletin board.
And depending on your mood, an angrier sim could leave a passive-aggressive note.
So Brooklyn can leave an angry, passive-aggressive note.
Send a message.
So let's complain about the noise real quick.
And depending on your relationships with your neighbors, you could get different results. So maybe they really don't like you, and so they're not going to stop their party, and it'll be tough for your sims to sleep. Or maybe once you become friends with them, they'll totally understand and say, that was inconsiderate, which in this case looks like she's trying to be a good neighbor already. And there, the music stopped. So let's take our sims over into our own apartment.
So I'm gonna have Kelly maybe practice on our new cool keyboard. Max, maybe cook some breakfast. Scrambled eggs, bacon.
I love this place. It's one of our cheapest places, but it still has this like gorgeous balcony out on the right that you could grill out on. It also, we did a lot to make it feel. Oh, look! It looks like we got a mouse down there in the bottom corner. We'll maybe see him again soon.
So 5th roommate.
And you see, there's already like some clothes on the floor when you arrive, and maybe some food left over in the kitchen. Oh yeah, there's that little mouse.
There he is. Jim, do you want to talk a little bit about kind of the personality of the apartment?
Yeah, totally. So we added a lot trait system, which is one of my favorite features in this pack. And the lot traits, if you go to the lot info panel in the top left of build mode, just like how Sims have personality traits, we now have personality traits for your lots. So this one, because it was low rent, already comes with a needs TLC, needs some tender love and care that's locked. So we can't change that, and that's why this place is so cheap. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a second, but we can also pick and add our own traits to personalize the place. Steph, what are some of your favorites?
Some of my favorites probably for apartments is, fast internet. I feel like when I lived in an apartment, internet was always the issue, too many walls. I also, let's see what is there. I also like Chef's Kitchen. It improves the quality of the food when I'm cooking. So since I have Max cooking, so let's add that in.
Great. Some other fun ones. If you wanted to tell the haunted apartment story or any venue that you wanted to put these lot traits on, Haunted's a great one. Great acoustics works great for our new karaoke bar venue. There's lots of really cool stuff that you can do.
So there's positive things and there's also negative things like gremlins, like stuff can break more often on your lot. So kind of giving you a lot of opportunities to tell the story. Mm-hmm. And one of the cool things about this is we do have some that are available for our base game lots. So if you have just base games, you can totally add traits to those lots as well.
And going forward, we will sometimes have specific lot traits for different packs.
Some of the other cool things that we've added for our build is we have this new cool copy tool, so you can copy the rooms you've created as well as roof shapes and stairs. So I'm going to just do a quick demo of what that looks like. So look at that, copied the room, and so I really like the layout here, so I'm just going to undo and dive right back into the game.
Cool. So I mentioned the needs TLC trait, and that actually ties into some of these new objects we have, which is the electrical box, the plumbing pipes we have in the bathroom, and all sorts of stuff can go wrong with these. We're going to cheat some of them now with some developer cheats to make them go wrong quickly, but you'll see maybe 1 or 2 things go wrong throughout a week. And if you leave them for a while, they'll just keep getting worse and worse, and you'll have stuff like the electricity going out in the whole apartment, or water all over, and your Sims will start being upset all the time. And so you definitely want to handle them. You can handle them yourself with your handiness, or if we let's click on one of the problems. Okay. And there, you can also complain to your landlord.
So what do you think? Should we try to repair it ourselves or complain to the landlord?
Let's show them the landlord.
Let's complain to the landlord, especially because we just moved in.
Yeah. Here, I think Kelly's playing the piano, so we gotta get her off the piano before she calls.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
So the landlord also it's a new NPC. It also ties into kind of a relationship. In this case, you have a good standing with them already, probably because you haven't done anything to make them mad yet. But if you have a bad relationship with your landlord, they might show up and not do anything and just sit on your couch and watch TV. So it's good to stay in good standing with them so that they come and fix your apartment.
It looks like she showed up, so she's kind of seeing if she can fix it. As you can see too, kind of the common area, you see people throwing trash away and
cool.
Taking the mail, looking at the bulletin board. Just to fast forward, let's say Kelly found a great job in the city and she made a lot of money. And what do you think about moving her into a penthouse?
Yeah, I'm going to show you guys penthouses now. It's a little bit of a different experience than apartments.
Yeah.
A little bit more freedom, and I think you builders will really appreciate it. One question we were getting a lot on Twitter was if NPCs could be given house keys, and that is definitely a feature we support. So once you build a little bit of a relationship with your neighbors, you can give them a key, and they can just come on over without having to be invited in. And also, of course, if you have a falling out or don't want them coming over as much, you could take that key away.
So how about we do Serenity Terror? Definitely one of my favorite penthouses.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And as you'll see, this place already has 2 lot traits on it. One of them is Party Place, and one of them is Sunny Aspect. So Party Place means social events will go really well here, and the Sunny Aspect means your Sims will be more likely to be energized because there's so much sunlight in the space.
One of the other cool things too about already loaded in, so let's just take a look at the penthouse. So this penthouse is in Fashion District. Jam, did you want to talk a little bit about Fashion District?
Yeah, just to briefly go over it. Fashion District obviously looks so different already from the Spice Market. It's much more urban, trendy, has a little bit of a little Tokyo feel to it. And you see that space down behind the penthouse is actually an open street. So this is just like a super cool glass, metal, modern place. You see all the advertisements. Feels a little bit more like a downtown.
So let's kind of take a look at the penthouse. So this looks like it's a 2-story penthouse. Penthouses are very similar to residential lots. You can build them up multiple floors, have a roof, kind of tear it down if you want and start from scratch. So let's kind of dive in and take a look.
One other thing I wanted to mention about penthouses is it doesn't have to be residential. So this penthouse lot right now is a house, but if we wanted to tear this down, put a bar venue up here, put a garden up here, we have that ability to do that.
So let's take a look at what we have here. This penthouse is pretty decked out. It's got a curved TV, a bar, some very nice dining area, as well as a pretty big master bedroom.
It's got a swimming pool.
Oh yeah, swimming pool is always nice. Indoor basketball courts.
Some people are also asking if you can put pools in the first floor of penthouses, and that is something that you can do.
And a really pretty kitchen. Jim, do we kind of want to start diving into some of the new content we've added to the pack?
Yeah, definitely. So we have a super funny object is the talking toilet. There's 2 variants of it. This is the higher end variant. It's supposed to be reminiscent of those like super high tech toilets that you might see in Japan or Tokyo. And this one's taken to a new level. So it has advanced AI. You can change its voice between male and female and have conversations with it. So you could form a good relationship with it or a bad relationship with it. You can tell it jokes. You can get in fights with it. It also, as you can see, is doing a little fountain show for us, I think. And it'll display holograms. There's lots of different ways you can upgrade it and make it your own. And there's also lots of discovery. So a lot of when you try to use it, there's some things that say use and question mark because you aren't exactly sure of what its features are. And as you use it more, you'll learn more about how it works.
So let's have her use it and do maybe use question mark.
Yeah, let's
see what happens.
She's in-depth the conversation with it too. I love that. So here it looks like it's giving her a little hologram show.
She's watching a disco ball.
And you can switch between different holograms if you want. So there's like a waterfall. You can have your Sims read the news.
Let me open that up real quick. So there's waterfall, newsfeed, splash, and then the disco is what we just saw.
Another object I want to show you guys, one I'm really excited about. Previously we've had the motion gaming rig, which is an awesome object for your Sims to play video games with, but it's really big and it's a kind of a solo VR experience. And a story we wanted to tell was a story that I think a lot of us on the team live very constantly, which is, having friends over to play games at our apartments. So we wanted to make a more typical console. It's up to 4 players. Your Sims can also play online with other Sims that aren't here or enter game tournaments. Here, let's have them play a multiplayer game.
Okay.
And let's have them play Party Frenzy.
Let's have Ari and Kelly play together.
Great. And our audio and video team did a really good job making content for these. The videos are so cute. We have this Party Frenzy game that you'll see here that's more like mini game based. And then we also have, of course, My Sims Racing as a throwback. We have a single player action RPG, and we have a genie themed platformer that you can unlock.
Definitely some really cool, cute videos.
Yeah, I love it. And then the last object we want to show you guys today is one of my absolute favorites. It's tied into our brand new singing skill, and it's the karaoke machine. So the singing skill, your Sims can sing by themselves, or they can sing with instruments or in the shower, but also it ties into this great new object we have. There are 16 songs you can unlock, 4 duets, and 12 solo songs of all different genres. And like I said, it is tied into their singing skill, so if your Sim isn't so good at singing, you'll hear that when they go up to perform. Maybe we need to teleport Max upstairs.
Oh no, where'd he go?
There we go.
Let's get Max back in.
Let's get Max and Brooklyn to sing a song together.
Okay.
Do it from Brooklyn, so she's got more options. Brooklyn's a much better singer than Max, so she's got all the songs unlocked.
So I picked a jazz song.
Let's see how they do. Looks like Brooklyn's pretty good.
They're getting really into it. They look really good together.
There's Max's big entrance. Oh yeah, he's not so good in comparison.
They still look pretty good.
They still look great. They got cute little VFX coming off their hands. Yeah, definitely. I think that's all we have to show today. Yeah.
Do we want to do any questions?
Yeah, we have a few here. Oh, they want to see some of the new furniture. Let's just take them by. Like we said, we have a new big curved TV. It's, I think, one of our biggest TVs in the game.
Let me show off a little curve there.
That new table that the console's on is one of my favorites as well. It's super geometric looking. We've got
There's
some new
the
rugs.
other version of the toilet.
Oh yeah, that is the lower end one.
How I just jump into build too.
Someone was also asking how many neighbors, how many people you can have in an apartment. You can still have 8 as you can in our base game. So there's still 8 to a household.
Just gonna pop in and show you guys some of our rooms, and they have like the new furniture in it.
In basketball, we will talk about at a later time, but we definitely want to give you guys more information, more in depth on how basketball works, because that's
give you guys a teaser.
Super cool feature.
Anything else?
I think we're good. Someone wanted to know how many lock crates you can have. I think we showed you guys you can have up to 3, and in this case, I believe none of these are locked for the penthouse.
Yeah.
You get more freedom as you are owning places and no longer renting
I'm just
them.
gonna open the panel a bit and kind of just do a kind of quick scroll again, so you guys can take a look. Alrighty. So thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that you enjoyed taking a closer look at apartments. Hopefully you guys will come out and take a play with the game. And
yeah, it comes out November 1st or November 3rd in certain regions. I think it's just been such a delight to work on it, and I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. If you have any more questions, please feel free to tweet at either of us or any of the Sim Gurus. I'm Sim Guru JM.
And I'm Sim Guru Steph.
Yep.
And thanks again. So.
So.